Hey, welcome back in. It is mid-morning on WKYT. We're glad you're with us. Derby Eve, exciting time.
Oh, always, always
really
exciting.
But there's all kinds of things to do this weekend. For one thing, it's your chance to hit the stage at Comedy Off-Broadway and be hypnotized. That is, if you want to do that.
That's right. We're joined now by hypnotist Rich Guzzi, who's performing tonight and Saturday. And Rich, you invite the audience members to come up on stage and be a part of the act.
Absolutely. They become the stars of the show.
Yeah. And so you don't just pick them out. I mean, they have to want to do this.
It's all volunteers.
You know,
so people be scared. Oh, I don't want to be hypnotized.
Right.
You know, so you can just watch the show. But I guarantee you, once you see the show the first time, you're going to say, you know what? I think I want to try this next time because this is pretty good.
Well, what happens? What happens when everybody's up on stage?
I basically put them into precarious situations. It's almost like being in a school play. I'll pit them against each other depending on who we have. There's a whole new cast of characters every night, so it's a whole new show. And depending on who I have on stage is what performances will happen that night.
So you really don't know when they come up there what's going to happen?
No, because you're flying by the seat of your pants.
You're almost putting a play on together as you go, right?
Exactly. And then we'll pit them against each other, obviously, to make the comedy ensue from there.
Yeah.
So I have like two burly biker guys over here next to each other. I'm like, oh man, the person next to you smells absolutely delicious. And then have them sniffing on each other. It's going to be pretty funny.
Oh yeah. Well,
or turn them into ballet dancers, maybe.
When people come up there,
do they get surprised by what they have done? Once it's done, once it's over.
Yeah, it really is amazing. But the best part for me is watching the transformation of the crowd when they watch the show. They're like, I don't know if this is real. Is it real? And then all of a sudden, they're skeptical. But then all of a sudden, they watch the show going on, like, wait a minute, there's no way this guy will be doing this. It's impossible. And then it transforms them. By the end of the night, they're like, man, you know what? This is pretty cool. Then what else can we use this for? I can lose weight with this. I can quit smoking. I can reduce the stress. I can sleep better. And all these great tools you have available to you now after hypnosis is introduced to your life. And now the show becomes more than just a comedy show. It's an experience. And that's what we're showing everybody. You can use this power of your mind for funny things, people doing outrageously funny stuff, but you can also make your life so much better.
Do you have sometimes when you have the people up there that they resist it in any way? Do people ever try to fight it?
Every once in a while, I get a guy who comes up to try to prove me wrong. All right, and depending on my mood that night, I'll either knock him out anyway, or just let him go back.
Yeah. What was your direction into this? I mean, obviously now it's for comedy and entertainment.
I was a comedian first, and then I added it to my show later on.
Interesting.
And then that's when I became famous, for doing this particular show.
Right.
And my career really took off. But for me, what really took it to the next level, as I started getting older doing it, I would start doing these shows where I would get these emails from these people, like soldiers who came back from overseas, and I would get these emails from a wife, and it was saying like, my husband was on your show, and all of a sudden his whole life turned around, and I got my husband back because of this.
Now that's great. That's really wonderful.
All these amazing success stories, and I'm like, man, you know what? I really feel like I'm doing my part to make the world a better place, making people laugh. But you know what? You're getting a lot of good benefits from it.
All right, tonight and tomorrow night, 7:15, the show's at Comedy Off-Broadway. Rich, thanks for coming. Appreciate it.
My pleasure.